Hi, welcome back to another episode of Just Your Average Baker. I'm Amelia, and in today's episode we're going to be making Halloween candy brownies. So get out your leftover candy that I know you all have. You can use whatever kind you want. I'm using Almond Joy because it's what we have the most of that's left over, and it's not our favorite, so putting it into brownies sounds great. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you what you're going to need for today's recipe. For today's recipe, you will need candy, of course, 2.5 cups of your favorite chopped candy bars, whatever you have left over from Halloween. The recipe says you can mix 2 or 3 kinds, or like I'm doing, you can use all one kind. I'm not sure I have 2.5 cups, but I'm going to chop up everything I do have and put it in there. You're also going to need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 4 eggs lightly beaten, 3/4 cup butter melted, and 2 cups of sugar. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So to start off, we're going to do our sugar, melted butter, eggs, and vanilla in a bowl. And remember, the butter is melted and the eggs are lightly beaten.
I was born in a seaside town. They say I have salt in my eyes. I was born in a
So we're just going to get all this mixed up, and then once we have this mixed in a second bowl, we're going to combine our flour, cocoa, baking powder, and salt and stir all that together. This is, all my other measuring cups are dirty, so all I have left to measure with is this. So 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I've actually never made homemade brownies before, so I've only ever done them with box mix. It's kind of exciting. Now I'm going to chop my candy bars really quick because after I fold the sugar mixture into this flour mixture, I have to add in my chopped candy bars. So I'm going to chop those really quick, and then we'll combine our mixtures and add those in. And I'm sure that you can do your candy chunks as big or as small as you want them. I'll probably do some chunkier like this and some smaller, so just kind of do it however you want. And I'm just throwing them into this measuring cup to see how much we do have in the end, because like I said before, it calls technically for 2.5 cups of candy, but we'll see how much we end up having. So you just keep cutting away till you either get through all your candies like I'm probably going to do, or you reach 2.5 cups. So I had just about 2 cups worth, which I'm pretty happy about because you need 2.5, so pretty darn close. I'm going with it. Time to combine our wet and dry ingredients before folding in our candy pieces. Look, I finally got a spatula. I'm a real chef now. Just kidding. But I really am excited that I have a spatula. Makes things just like scraping out a bowl so much easier. And it's not like this was expensive. I was just didn't own one. See, look, now everything's out of this bowl. So satisfying. You want to make sure you scrape all the way down to the bottom of the bowl. Make sure you're not missing any pieces of flour, chocolate. Everything's really nicely mixed in. Fold in your candy pieces. The cool thing about these brownies is you can really personalize them. Like even if you don't have leftover Halloween candy and just want to make these, picking your favorite candy bar to put in your brownie, Twix, Snickers, something caramely would be really good. It's just cool that you can kind of make them personalized to whatever you want. Our candy pieces are well combined. Why does my camera keep going out of focus? Why? Focus up. Thank you. Our candy pieces are now well combined. So we're going to put our batter into our greased pans now. The recipe calls for your pan to be a 13 by 9 inch baking dish. I don't have anything that size, so I'm using 2 smaller casserole dishes for this. Go ahead and put your brownie tray in the oven and it will cook for about 30 minutes. As always with anything you're baking, you want to keep an eye on it. Just took the brownies out of the oven. They smell delicious. I'm very excited. Now is the worst part, where you have to let the brownies fully cool before you can cut into them, before you can eat them, before you can enjoy their chocolatey goodness. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just let them cool completely and then cut them, and then finally we will get to taste them. Seriously though, they really do smell amazing. I'm very excited for these brownies. Apologies that in the last shot of the brownies, as I'm sure you can hear it now, the dishwasher is running. That's what I do when I'm waiting for things to cool and cook. I do other things. I just folded laundry, the dishes are running. That's just what I do. So yeah, but apologies for that because it is kind of noisy. It's a noisy dishwasher. So, taste test time. As you could see when I was trying to get the brownies out of the pan, these are really fudgy, ooey gooey brownies, which is great, but they're not the kind that come out of the pan easily. So these are the ones I managed to get out of the pan. And the rest of them I'm just gonna leave in the pan and then take them out as needed. I like fudgy brownies, so this is great. I'm gonna try the most intact one. And it's a quarter piece. Wow, those are really good brownies. And honestly, I really like it with the Almond Joys, so I suggest trying it. There's little pieces of like coconut, a little bit extra chocolatey flavor, and then of course the almonds. But I think it would be a dynamite brownie recipe just on its own too, without the added Halloween candy, so definitely worth giving a go. I think these would be really good because they stay fudgy. Like serving them while they're still warm over like a scoop of ice cream. That sounds fantastic. Thumbs up from me on these brownies. We've made it to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed watching me bake these delicious Halloween candy leftover brownies, go ahead and actually like this video, thumbs up it, subscribe it, thumbs up it, like it, whatever you do, and then subscribe to the channel to see more baking videos, candy videos, food related videos in general. And I will see you guys next week. Happy baking. Bye. Oh, if you bake these brownies, comment down below and let me know what leftover Halloween candy you bake them with and how it turns out. Good luck. Happy baking. What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
Pick up that brownie. We're in the dining room. Let me talk with my mouth full. It's very echoey. I can't put that in. People hate chewing.